Hello, my friends. I thought it was time to kick off the dust and start filming again. I took the last week and a half off just because life got a little bit hectic and crazy. Nothing bad, but just busy, and I did not have much time in my schedule to film, but this week things are clearing up just a little bit and I was able to carve out some time in my schedule to get some filming done. So this week I thought that it would be appropriate to kick off some candle reviews this week with this candle that you are looking at right in front of you. This is Homeworx birthday cake. This is their 4-wick, 18-ounce, kind of what I would say their standard jar, the one that many of us have become accustomed to purchasing over the last couple of years, although I do know that they are releasing some scents back in the 3-wick format. But as for this candle right here, it is the 4-wick 18-ounce jar. Now, the reason that I am reviewing this candle today or for this week is because I have not one, but 2 daughters celebrating birthdays this week. No, we did not plan it that way. They were born 5 years apart from each other, but their birthdays happened to fall 6 days apart from each other. So yesterday we celebrated my oldest daughter turning 14 and my youngest one will be turning 9 this Sunday. So yes, lots of birthday celebrations in my family. Oh, and to add on top of it, my sister, her birthday is next week as well. So yes, we are in the birthday mood around here. And so I thought that now would be a good time to share my thoughts with you about this candle. Now, I do believe that this one, last I checked, was in stock on the homeworx.shop website. If it is still available, I will make sure that I have it linked in the description box down below for you. But I do believe that this is a scent that is available year-round. That would make sense to me, as birthdays happen not during any particular season at all, but pretty much any day you could have a birthday. So I think that they want to keep this one available kind of, I don't want to say like in their core collection. I'm not sure if that's exactly what it would be called, but I do believe that this one is one that is not a seasonal candle. So the scent notes on this are vanilla cake, whipped cream, caramelized sugars, and happy wishes. I think that last fragrance accord is probably more just some kind words being shared from the Homeworx team. So what does my nose smell? Definitely what you are picturing here on this label is what my nose smells. I actually think that this is a very well done label for this fragrance because what you are seeing is pretty much what my nose is detecting. A white cake baking in the oven. That scrumptious, oh, it's delicious, you guys. It is not too heavy on the frosting note, which I really appreciate because I find that if, I like a bakery scent. However, if it gets too sweet, I can find it cloying. And I know that I'm not the only person in that camp. And so my experience with a lot of cake candles in the past has been that they tend to lean a little bit too heavily on the frosting type of note instead of the cake itself. And I think that Harry and his team have done a very good job on this particular scent because it is more dominant of that vanilla cake baking in the oven. You know, people are going to be disappointed if they walk into your home and they smell this glorious scent and don't find a cake on the counter. So kudos for the fragrance. I do believe that it's just, I want to say this in a very kind way because I don't mean it in a bad way. This is a very generic cake scent, but it's also in many ways done very well. I hope that comes off the right way. Vanilla can be very boring. It can be generic, but in this case, I actually think that that is one of its strengths because it is just purely what you are expecting from it. And because it is also kind of that quote unquote basic vanilla cake scent, I find that this is a scent that blends very well with other candles. So for me personally, I have really enjoyed burning this alongside some floral scents. So the one that I am thinking of in particular that I have been burning most recently alongside this is the Homeworx True Love, which is a rose scent. I do have a review on that one here on my channel if you are curious about that. But for me, I'm not typically somebody who loves straight up florals. However, I find that I enjoy them a little bit more when I can mix them with a vanilla or something that just kind of cuts into the headiness of a floral. And I find that this has been the perfect candle to do that. So let's go ahead and talk about the performance of this candle. Moving forward, one of the things that I am going to try to attempt to do is let you guys know what the pour date is of the specific candle that I am reviewing, because I do believe that that is important, especially when it comes to Homeworx, because we have seen a lot of variety over the last 2 years in candle performances and with wicks and wax and all of those kinds of things. So I thought that it would be helpful to share the pour date with you. So the pour date of this specific candle is July 4th, 2022. Now we know that a lot of last summer's pour dates were having some strength and throw issues, some wick issues. And I wish I could say that this candle did not have any issues. So what I will tell you, the pros on this one, the flames are still going strong, and I am on my last burn right now. This one has, the wax is pulled out beautifully. The flame has not dudded out, which I have had some puny wick syndrome occurring with a couple of my Homeworx candles in the last year. That has not happened this time. The con of this one is that the wicks on this specific candle have been wimpy, meaning that they tend to get long, they develop large carbon balls, and then that wick residue falls into the wax pool, which is not really that big of a problem during the first, I would say 2/3 of this candle burning. However, on the last third, I would say the last 4 burns of this candle, it took on that sooty kind of wick residue smell, kind of burning wick type of smell that you can get sometimes if you get too much carbon into your wax. And unfortunately, that is what has happened during the last 4 burns on this candle. So much so that, to be honest with you guys, when I lit this candle today to do the review on, I actually lit it outside because it no longer smells like birthday cake to me. It smells like waxy wick residue. So I will say, just a warning on this one, if you happen to have the exact same pour date. Now, I purchased this directly from the homeworx.shop website during the Black Friday sale. So if you purchase this candle moving forward, you're probably likely going to get a later pour date of this one. But if you have one of the same exact one, I'm just giving you this warning. Also, because those wicks tend to get long, they do want to lean and fall over into the wax pool. So I did find myself having to babysit this one. I do extinguish my wicks with a wick dipper. So I was able to stand the wicks up after after I was done burning it and it had been extinguished. However, I am going to insert a picture in here just to show you that the wicks, they don't detach and float around, but they do lean and want to fall over. So just be aware of that. This candle is definitely one that you do not want to burn longer than 2.5 hours, I would say, at a time if you are concerned about losing wicks. In terms of the strength and throw, I would give this one probably about a 6.5. The fragrance was very nice. It's not overpowering, so I think I could deal with it being like 1 notch higher on the strength. The throw was pretty good as well too. It filled up my open concept living room. It performed a little bit better in my closed concept bedroom, but this one could be a little bit stronger. Now, I will say again, this is last summer's pour. I have found that a lot of the newer pours, the ones that were poured like in October, I'm not sure if I have any from November yet, but some of the candles that I have been burning recently that have October pour dates, the strength and throw has been getting a little bit better. So with that being said, with that being known, I would repurchase this candle going forward, just because, like I said earlier, I do think that it is a good blending candle. I think that this one would make a nice gift to somebody, maybe for a birthday or just any kind of festive occasion, because I feel like it's one that pretty much anybody could enjoy, unless somebody really just outright hates candles that smell like food. I think that this one is going to be a crowd pleaser. It's not going to be offensive to anybody, and it's not overly strong that it would be headache inducing. Let me know in the comment box down below what your experience has been with this candle. Also, let me know, do you appreciate it if I let you guys know about the pour date? I was just thinking moving forward that that's probably something that would be helpful. That way, if you have different experiences with a candle and maybe you had a different pour date, it's always great to chime in and let us know if you have been experiencing something different, because like I said, there's been a lot of, I want to use the word versatility, but that's not really the word I'm looking for. Variance, I would say, with how these candles have been performing over the last year. But yes, let me know if you found this video helpful. Please hit that thumbs up button. It really helps me out. Also, if you're coming across my channel for the first time, hi, my name is Katie. I like to talk about things that bring joy to my life, and that predominantly here on this channel is candles and a little bit of beauty content. I like to do reviews. I have a series every Saturday where I talk about 3 candles and 3 beauty products that I am using throughout the week and just give you some mini reviews. But I do in-depth candle reviews like this one here. I also do hauls, empties. So if that sounds like content that you would like to stick around for, please consider hitting that subscribe button before you head out of here. I want to say thank you so much for spending your time here with me today, and until my next video, I hope you all go out and have a very blessed day. Bye.